FC 22, Huddersfield Giants 56, a great win this one for Ian Watson's men. They're in the top six. Who would have thought that? As for Hull FC, more shocking defending on show, especially in the first half from Hull FC. They never really recovered from it. You know, they had a go, didn't they? Actually, you played a lot better in the second half. Let's look at that. First of all, a 16-12 second half performance in the favour still of Huddersfield Giants. But that first half, 40 points to 10, absolutely decimated them. But they, you know, like I say, yet again, after half time, they stayed in the ground. It could have become a cricket score. I mean, 56-22 is getting close to being a cricket score, but it could have been, for me, a lot worse after that first half. What are your thoughts on that, Hull FC fans? I mean, what I want to do here is I want to bring a little bit of joy to Hull FC fans. They've been watching in the sheds all year, and they've probably been thinking, oh, dearie me, you know, I don't really want to watch this anymore, such is the battering that we're getting. But actually, there were glimpses. I thought Jack Charles in this, absolutely outstanding. The Sutcliffe try, where he chipped it over the top for his assist. I mean, that was pinpoint. I mean, if you actually go and watch that again, it's the only place he can put it. You know, I mean, the vision of Jack Charles for that kick was absolutely exquisite, and he nailed it, put it right where it needed to be. Yes, you need a favourable bounce of the ball. They got that, but it was deserved. Charles, for that moment, absolutely superb. SASA and Pele, far better performance from them. You know, especially Pele, 13 carries, 139 metres from him. That's 11 metres a carry. That's what you want your prop forward doing. 8 tackle busts in the game as well. I thought, and also he had a couple of good shots as well in defence. This was his best game that I've seen for Franklin Pele, so that's got to bode well. SASA as well, 117 metres from 15. He didn't let anybody down. It was a good effort from those two. I mean, I've got to say this, and I take no pride in saying it. Tex Ahoy needs to go ahoy. I'm sorry, no, Huddersfield, you know, Hull FC fans, Tex Ahoy is not, for me personally, good enough for Super League. That's it. There you go. I've said it. Last year we were a bit disappointed by him. I'm disappointed by him again. His defensive frailties are there for all to see. I mean, at best you put him in the halves, but you know, he's not going to play in the halves. He's not going to play in the halves, especially when Truman comes back. For me, I'm sorry, not one of Tony's better acquisitions. That I don't wish to be down on the lad, but the bottom line is, I'm just not seeing a player that wants to play with his heart on his sleeve every week, or has the qualities to be a quality fullback. I'm sorry, I've said it. There you go. For me, Tex Ahoy, ahoy. That's what I've got to say on that one. But Moy, he comes in. I thought Moy played well. You know, the young kid comes in. I thought, you know what, fair play to him. Great debut from young Moy. So, yeah, ahoy, and bring in Moy. What do you say? I think so. Anyway, like I say, Hull FC fans, if you're conceding 36 points a game, you're not going to win many games as long as your defence is that frail. Some big missed tackles. The worst missed tackler in the game with 10, Cam Scott. I mean, you wouldn't think that, would you? I mean, I'm a massive fan of Cam Scott, but he had a shocker. For me, defensively, he had a shocker. But, you know, I'm not going to be too hard on Cam Scott, because I think Cam Scott, consistently, certainly for the first 6 rounds, has been one of Hull FC's better players this season. Right, let's go to Huddersfield Giants. It's only right and appropriate that we give them the plaudits they deserve. They're in the top 6. Congratulations to Ian Watson's men. Adam Swift, what a player. What a player. I mean, against his former team, I mean, the Black and White Army must have thought, why do we let him go? Huddersfield Giants, you've got a corker. Pound for pound, one of the best wingers in the comp. A brilliant first half hat-trick. He sets up a try as well. 17 carries, 139 metres. What is there not to like about Adam Swift? 5 games in a row now. He was in our team in the month, wasn't he, last month? 5 games in a row now he's scored, and a hat-trick on Saturday. I mean, Adam Swift, what a player. Unbelievable. His work rate, just everything about him. Quality, Super League professional. Everything that Tex Hoy is not. I've just said it. There you go. Good Joe again in loose forward, a man reborn. Nice assist from Leroy as well. Good indeed. 33 tackles in this one. Murchie as well. I thought Murchie had a good game. Jack Murchie seems to be growing, doesn't he? Seems to be settling. Nice try from him. 34 tackles in defence. I think there's a lot more to come from Jack Murchie, but again, a really solid game from him. You know what you get him in the Garma and Masters, both of them great runners, both over 100 metres in this game, both contributed really well. Masters with a try and assist. Garma getting his try. Really good stuff from those two as well. Like I say, Huddersfield Giants into the top 6. They've got London next. You know, you'd expect them to cement that position in 2 weeks' time. We wish them well. As for Hull FC, of course, they go up against the Saints at the totally wicked stadium in 2 weeks. I mean, you do fear for him, don't you? Especially with what happened in Perpignan on Saturday evening. More about that in the last In the Sheds of round number 7, the Catalan Dragons against Saints. That's coming up later on. Right, let's get to the 3-2-1. No surprises. It has to be, doesn't it? Adam Swift. Has to be. You know, close the book now. What a performance from Swift. We've already done his stats. Absolutely sensational. Well done, Adam. You get 3 points this week. 2 points. This might surprise many. I'm going for Matty English. Matty English was brilliant. absolutely brilliant. We've already said SASA and Pele had a great game, a superb game. And Matty English comes in and went toe-to-toe with him. I thought he was brilliant. 11 carries, 128 metres, 12 metres a carry from big Matty English. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Hard to miss with his blonde locks. Superb performance from Matty English. You know, we call it straight Super League Raw. Sometimes prop forwards need to be given the plaudits that they deserve. And Matty English, he was brilliant. Really got on Huddersfield Giants on the front foot for the flair players to do what they needed to do. Well done, Matty English. For me personally, I thought you probably and Pele the best two prop forwards on the field, but for me, you get it. 2 points, outstanding for you, and 1 point goes to Tui Lolohea. I thought Connor was really good against his former team. Don't get me wrong. You know, he got his 2 try assists. He got 7 goals from 9. You know, I really like what Jake Connor did all around in the game. But I thought Tui Lolohea, 2 tries, 1 assist from Tui Lolohea. I thought he just had again another good control game. Tui. I thought he played really, really well. So I'm going to give 1 point to Lolohea. But believe you me, there was that much between him and Connor in terms of that 1 point. Do you agree? 3 points to Adam Swift, 2 points for the brilliant Matty English in the front row, and 1 point for Tui Lolohea. The Huddersfield Giants in the top 6. Hull FC 22, Huddersfield Giants 56. Brilliant win this for Ian Watson's men. We'll be back a little bit later in the day with Catalan Dragons St. Helens in the sheds. Enjoy your Sunday, everybody. Whew, what a game.